I think we live in a time of dematerialized scale. I think we spend a lot of time looking at these tiny little phones that seem to contain the universe. And so I think that any time that you're with an artwork that seems to really bring yourself back to your body and to the presence of yourself in space in that moment in time is a gift. My name is Imi Hwangbo, and I'm based in Athens. I'm a visual artist who creates constructed drawings. Well, I've been in Georgia for 18 years now, and I definitely, feel the influence of the environment. I think that kind of melds with my heritage. I was originally born in South Korea, and just have a real affinity for the decorative arts traditions from Korea, especially those that are associated with women. Well, I was working from a historic pojagi cloth from the 19th century that was made of red silk. And I was very influenced by this very bright, exuberant color. It had a chrysanthemum pattern, which was made of gold, and so the gold and the red just spoke of, to me, joy. Pojagi cloths are a domestic object that are associated with women artists, and they're often decorated with this iconography with plants and animals that seem to suggest desires for long life and good fortune. And I think there's something very poignant about that kind of decoration. So I was very moved by these pojagi cloths by women artists whose names are lost to history, who were in a way never recognized for their artistic achievement. This is a series of work called the Portal series, and it deals with the idea of portals in architecture. And when I'm designing the work, I'm thinking very much about scale. It's the scale of my body in relationship to the artwork and to the space of the studio. It's almost like these are spaces of transition, from one space to another. I'm very influenced by the architecture of traditional Korean temples. And I think of the work as being like a way of accessing a different kind of space. The notion of thresholds, looking at a threshold of a transformative space and deciding whether to enter. I think there's a lot of kind of drama in that moment because it's kind of a moment of seduction in a way. There are all these different aspects to being an artist. There's the making of the work, and then there's communicating about the work. And one of the things that I've noticed from being a part of this exhibition and working with the members of the Georgia Committee, and there's this wonderful kind of dialogue that begins to happen that's very nurturing artistically and spiritually. And being in a show with other women who are obsessed with paper the way I am is really exciting, because paper is an interesting medium. It's a plane in space that can be ripped or folded or cut or modeled. And because of my sculptural training, I'm really thinking about it as light on form, when I create my pieces. It's a process that I think is similar to, it's something I like to watch at the Olympics, is synchronized diving. I watch these two divers make these almost perfect parabolas, and it's really kind of haunting because the decades of commitment that went into that. So I think there's something about the hours of craft that are in themselves kind of like a perspective drawing of getting closer and closer to an idea of perfection that you'll never reach.